Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is actually a longtime friend of Superchat, somebody who gives us an unbelievable amount of support. As a matter of fact, I think they're supporting on all of my channels, but especially here in Superchat and on our copyright-free music channel, and I really do appreciate that kind of generosity. And it's one of the things that is a factor when I consider featuring different channels. We do this every single day on Superchat based on impact as well as generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. When we get to Kelly's channel, we're going to find somebody with varied interests who will bring us a lot of variety in their content. One of the things they are very much a part of is the crocheting community, and that is likely online as well as what I've seen in their channel being offline. They collaborate with other creators and they get involved in their community. Whenever I feature a channel here on Superchat, I often go through a bunch of the content on the day or the day before we feature them, just so that I can do a better job of introducing the creator. And you'll often hear me say that I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I've learned a bit from Kelly just in a few videos on their channel, even though I've already known of this channel and creator for quite some time. So when we talk about things like crochet and yarn-based crafts, it can often be known as fiber arts. Now, forgive me if I'm slightly mistaken. For those of you who are better versed in that than I am, I'm still learning from Kelly and other creators we have in our crocheting community here in the Superchat family. But also, one of the things that I found compelling is that Kelly often will talk about donating. And we're not talking about, donating finances. We're talking about donating possibly the arts that are made or the crafts that are made through fiber arts and other places. And she describes in her channel the impact that that can have on people, some of the things we might not immediately think about, right? So hopefully everybody can take inspiration from this creator and channel. You will learn a few things. I finally learned what a slip knot is. I think I might have known that when I was much younger, but I got a refresher actually just today on Kelly's channel, and she will bring us through a lot of conversation. She's bringing all three types of content on this channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. She's sitting at 655 subscribers right now, and I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 700 that she's thinking about. So happy Thanksgiving Monday to all of our Canadian friends. I know we've got Scratch and PPA in the chat. Kristen Welton, my love, of course, was here earlier. I think she's still in here. I've got quite a few names on the wheel. Wolf Spirit Productions is in the pole position today. They've actually got a premiere that we're going to go and watch in about 2.5 hours after Superchat. And interestingly, they are big fans of watching movies. I'm sure most of us are, but they actually have over 1,000 in their collection of DVDs and Blu-rays and things like that. Wolf Spirit takes those on the road. They happen to be a truck driver, but they're going to share with us some of their favorite horror movies. And we'll see that in another couple of hours. So Crocheting with Leanne is here. And I saw Emotion come in. Emotion is here both as a moderator and a gold member. So we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I've also got I Am Betty J Gathers and Life with Mountain Folk on the wheel. They were here early. One of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube is Scratch and Pete PA. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's on the wheel also. And Michael's Adventures, who's another incredibly supportive creator, cannot be with us today. He's just working you know, we all have different things we have to shuffle around our YouTube lives. In Michael's Adventures case, it's a work schedule, but he always reminds me to send his regards, letting everybody know that he wishes he could be here and is thinking about us when he's not. So we will likely see him again next weekend, and I see another couple of channels coming in. So Tori's Brain Games is here. And we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. So after a period of time, I will start adding some names from our chat list and come hither with Heather, and Annabelle TV are here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I'm going to do some more introductions in a moment. One of our recently featured channels, Life with the Logans, I see you here. Thank you for coming in. Coupon Gail has had 2 different channels featured on Tuber Chat, and part of that is because she's such an unbelievably generous creator in wanting to help others grow and improve their YouTube journeys. She's done 2 different how to use Tuber Chat videos, one on each of her channels, to help you get the maximum value out of the time that you spend here with me, and I really do appreciate that. Blue Chicken, good to see you back in the house. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is a longtime friend as well. Diary of Annabelle, it's good to see you here. Doreen's Food Prep Resource is back again. Grave Prower, it's always good to see you in the house. Hyper Blitz has been making frequent appearances. I Want to Know managed to catch us again, which is great. Inspire So Many's in the house. And then Paralife TV, Shane, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is here with us. The Gambler After Dark is passing through quickly. And then as well, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. But I do see Home Bartending with John is here, and that is a creator who takes requests on their channel. And we'll get to that at some point, because once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel. So, I'm going to ask for everybody's patience while I just refresh a page in the background. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I see Cruising Scene is slipping in here. The Bullock Experience was recently featured here on Tuber Chat as well. And then Grave Prower's thinking about a new intro to bring us on their channel. That will be cool to see. One of the things I don't always mention, but I really should, is that Emotion is an incredibly generous, supportive creator, and somebody who, like I said earlier, is here as a moderator and a gold member. When I look for that channel, I look for Emotion New Soul. And the reason why is because the word emotion is so short for a channel name, obviously such a very popular word. We need to go a little bit farther to find them in the search results. So by typing in Emotion New Soul, we know we're going to get New Soul R&B music when we get there. That is a talented singer and songwriter. The more we all search, find, and click on each other's names, the more we rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting how we can, or a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion or other creators. Baron, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, we're looking at I Bring It Every Day. This is our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day, and I Bring It Every Day has varied interests, but you will find a lot of crochet here in amongst the 3 types of videos, including shorts and live streams. And this creator is definitely a generous creator in the idea of not only their own how do I say, in real life generosity, but in motivating others towards generosity as well. And you hear me use that word probably more than any other here in Tuber Chat, because we so much are like-minded in the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive here. The idea is that if you do all of the things for other people that you wish they would do for you in your YouTube journey and on your YouTube channel, it will all come back 10 times harder, I promise you, over a long period of time. So let's spin the wheel. Inspire So Many is coming up on 500. And then Baron, you know how all of this works, but thank you for asking. So first up is going to be Come Hither with Heather, and we'll see what they've got going on. They come to us from Australia, and they bring us explorations of abandoned locations as well as paranormal investigations. And Come Hither with Heather is somebody who's with us almost every single day. I've actually joined them on their channel for a quick collaboration while they were advocating for our very beloved moderator Scratch and Pete PA when he was working on his watch hours, and that's many months ago now because he's approaching 1,400 subscribers. It's wonderful to see, and you'll hear me say it again, generosity in so many creators willing to literally help and push each other along towards these different milestones and things like that. John Paul, good to see you back in the house again. Thanks for coming in. So Come Hither with Heather has a couple of things coming up. They look like they are both live streams. One of those will be tomorrow and then one in a few days. That's really cool. Like I said, they bring us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations more than anything else, but they do a little bit more variety on their channel as well. Come Hither with Heather is bringing all three types of content, of course. And one of the things I do when I look at this particular creator, who happens to be approaching 700 subscribers now, is I always look at Werner's Adventures. These two creators are partners. Werner's Adventures will bring us more explorations of abandoned locations, but you'll often find them together. And ironically, Werner's Adventures happens to be approaching 700 subscribers as well. So I'm hoping everybody will support both of these extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, as they have been dear friends to Tuber Chat for quite some time. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And then hopefully, again, I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. We should get around to everybody. And then, yes, Inspire So Many has a great name for their channel because they do, in fact, want to inspire us in a spiritual way. So I Am Betty J Gathers is another inspiring creator, and this is somebody who I describe as being a powerhouse of energy and positivity. Here in the Tuber Chat live streams, we have literally gained hundreds of thumbs up because of I Am Betty J Gathers' friendly and energetic reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly, and even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. It's very easy to get caught up in some content. It happens even to me all the time, I promise you, when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams and things like that. You start saying hello to some familiar faces, but the conversation and content can be so compelling, you find yourself getting lost in it right away, and you have to remind yourself or read somebody else's reminder to say, hey, wait a second, did you actually click that thumbs up this time? So like I said, you know, I have to be reminded just as much as anybody else, but I really do appreciate those. So thank you, everyone. I Am Betty J Gathers, like I said, is a powerhouse of energy and positivity, but that comes through in her content as well. She brings all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams, and she often wants to motivate us with healthy eating and healthy living, but has been doing a lot of vlogging and live streaming lately as well. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if it is just a quick visit. The Bud Files is here, and they've been here just about every day lately, as a matter of fact, as has Lexo Motorsports. So I'm getting them onto the wheel because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Rusty Bent but not broken. Good to see you in the house. Interesting name for a channel, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I see I'm falling behind with I Am Betty J Gathers. She's actually got a premiere coming up today in about 5 hours. So I've got my reminder on for that. I'm just going to grab one of her latest vlogging productions and put that into my catch-up list. That will just allow me to catch up with her afterwards. Random and Proud, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I Am Betty J Gathers now has a community tab and is got their 500 subscribers locked in. They're on the road to 6. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I am Betty J. Gathers. Has been a longtime friend of Superchat, but also the Bud Files is a couple of creators who we're seeing almost daily. And they're incredibly supportive as well, because when I am out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, as a matter of fact, every channel that we've seen on the screen so far today has a creator or a couple of creators behind it that are always out supporting others. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. The Bud Files are certainly no exception to that. And they are modern day archaeologists. So what they seek to do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it in video more than anything else. They've got a couple of premieres coming up as well. One of them's with a spirit box. So we'll see those. One of them is coming up today, right after I Am Betty J Gathers, as a matter of fact, at 5 p.m. And then a few days from now, they've got something else coming up for us, which is great to see. I'm happy to see so many creators hopping on the Halloween theme so early, because obviously you can ride that ramp all the way up while people begin searching, and that search traffic gets heavier and heavier as the month goes on. So these creators are also bringing us a lot of shorts. They've got some live streams here as well. I'm hoping I can catch them on a live stream. I can't for the life of me remember whether I've caught them in a live stream yet or not. I don't think so, but I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, of course. Jeremy D-Day is a creator I've been connected to for almost 3 years. It could be 3 years right now. I've got to go back and look, as a matter of fact. That's JD Knight 7 with a second channel. Jeremy D-Day, very well known here in the Superchat family. And look at that luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, it comes up right away. Let's have a look at both of his channels, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Jeremy D-Day brings us pure variety. That's the only way I can describe this creator. They've got a brand new channel here. They've been running this for what I believe is under a year, because there's their channel trailer, and I'm going to show you their original channel in a moment. They literally have thousands of subscribers. There's Huntophobia Canada, another dear friend, somebody I've actually collaborated with a couple of times outside. He's invited me to go on a couple of paranormal investigations. We've gone and done that. I have one behind the scenes video on my personal channel. I'm hoping to go through my footage and get another 1 or 2 done, because he actually took me out on 3 paranormal investigations, and that was a really cool time. So it's good to see you here. Jeremy D-Day has 589 subscribers right now. I'm hoping everybody will connect with this creator. Like I said, I've been connected to them for about 3 years, so I'd love for everybody to get that kind of support coming back to them by following this creator. And you'll notice that JD Knight 7 now is well over 4,700 subscribers on his original channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with him on both of these. And again, on JD Knight 7, you'll find pure variety. So I think John H. Shelton is in the house as well, from the UK. And he's an incredibly generous creator. Also, he's done at least a couple of shout out videos for Superchat. We see that the Chicken just hit 500 subscribers, so we're always excited for creators to hit different milestones. So I hope everybody will congratulate the Chicken for hitting that milestone. I know everybody's excited to grab that community tab that pops up. It's usually 7 days after you lock in your 500 subscribers. And we've got another announcement in the chat. Hopefully everybody will join me in congratulating the Stock Explorer for being accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. So welcome to the club, and we are very excited to have our newest moderator fully monetized. So we'll be looking forward to ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships. And hopefully they'll do a monetization celebration stream soon. We'll look forward to that as well and make sure everybody knows about it here. So Wolf Spirit Productions is up on the screen right now, and this is another gold member, which means we get to see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of our live streams, as well as their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. We're going to get a great look at this channel in about 2 hours when we go over there for a premiere that they've got, and this is what I'm talking about, getting in on that horror and Halloween kind of theme. They're doing horror movie reviews here, if I understand right. We'll see what the video actually is when we get there, but they talk on their channel, and if you read the description of this video, you'll find that they have well over 1,100, actually I said 1,000 earlier, but it's 1,100 movies, and they watch a lot of those on the road. They happen to be truck drivers. On their channel, they do a lot of variety, actually, and pardon me, my allergies are just bothering me a little bit here. On their channel, they do pure variety, and they do everything from dumpster diving to diamond painting, a lot of monthly subscription unboxings. They have their furry friend Jester, who of course is part of the family, that's got a couple of series of videos just for them, as a matter of fact. And then they do a lot of taking us around to their destinations while they're on the road. We get a wonderful look at the couple of creators behind this channel, and they also do ride-along live streams where we get a look out the window like you would expect. We get a secondary look out another window most often. We get a camera on the creator who can keep us entertained and engage conversation and answer questions. And then they often bring up StreamYard panelists as well, which is really cool. Lord Texas Boy Gaming, good to see you in the house. And that is another longtime friend of Superchat who has actually just become a member. So I've got them on the wheel right away. We always add members to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat at all. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Garden State Gardener has come in. That's Joe from Sunday Fun Day. And you'll have to excuse me for missing another Sunday Fun Day stream because I was actually with family in Canada. We're celebrating Thanksgiving, and for a lot of us, we do the dinner and things like that on Sunday as opposed to Monday, but I know a lot of our Canadian friends will be celebrating today as well. So Child Please is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It took me a while, but I did finally connect about an hour ago, right before we started Superchat. I caught up with one of their videos, made sure I've got their notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and hopefully everybody here will be doing the same thing while you connect. And then, yes, Huntophobia Canada, thank you for that. Thank you for the Thanksgiving wishes for all of our Canadian friends. Obviously, he's Canadian as well. And hopefully we'll get a chance to collaborate again sometime soon. Tori's Brain Games is coming up right now. A lot of us have seen live streams where creators are bringing us different types of games that can be enjoyed by everybody in the chat, and you can interact with those, right? They're games we play together. Tori's Brain Games puts a bit of a twist on this by giving us games that will challenge our mind, but are fun for everyone as well. So every time I catch them for a live stream, and I've been lucky to catch them several times, they always have an engaged conversation going on. Everybody's having fun in the chat, and I really think that this is a great, unique spin on a gaming type of channel where we have something to learn as well as enjoy and maybe even show off while we're in those live streams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. 537 subscribers for this channel, so we know that their community tab will be popping up anytime. Like I said before, it usually pops up on the 7th day after you lock in that 500. You just wake up one day and it shows up. There's nothing we can do to speed that up. Warmstrong Adventures is in the house, another travel channel. I keep seeing advertisements for cruises everywhere these days. I think about that because Warmstrong Adventures has taken us on a cruise. When we look at Tori's Brain Games, we see another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've got their live stream ready to go. It's going to be tonight in about 7 hours, 8 hours. Forgive me, I'm in the Eastern time zone, so I know your time will be different than mine, but it'll be 7:15 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be looking forward to that. Mountain Grandma, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. For some reason, I feel like I might be getting that incorrect. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I know you've been here many times before. And just, if you don't mind, correct me if I'm making a mistake. That kind of goes for everybody too. I'll really appreciate it, because what I want to do while we're putting channels on the screen here is promote everybody as well as I can. The stories get better over time because I get to know channels better by putting them up on the screen often. When I go through content like videos and live streams, I get to know that a little bit, that aspect of the channel. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators. The friendships that are built are probably my favorite part of my YouTube journey, just like most other people. You can reach out to me anytime on Instagram, all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. There's our dear friend Mr. Naz, responsible for naming our Wheel of Doom. It's good to see you in the house. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, it's good to have you here as well. Right now what we're looking at is Kristen Welton, and this is my love. We actually live together close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada, and we've been fortunate because we've been together, actually it's coming up on 7 years now, but we've been together through our entire YouTube journey. So she has her own channel, she's doing her own thing, and she's actually really excelling when it comes to a lot of the shorts that she's been putting out lately. You can see some of the view counts on some of these are great. She's hit almost 20 and almost 30,000 views on those. And then thank you, Mr. Naz. So when we look at Kristen Welton's channel, we see that presentation is on the forefront of her mind. She's picked a color scheme for herself, matched up her thumbnails with her banner that matches the avatar. She's got those bright, bold headshots that obviously make her recognizable. One of the things I don't talk about enough that she does as a unique feature in her videos is she often features a lot of bloopers, and those can be either throughout the video or at the end of the video, and I know a lot of people look forward to those when we see her premieres. As well, she's collaborated with other creators. She does a lot of product reviews, unboxings, and sponsored videos, and then as well she does some interviews with other creators as well. So she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course, and hopefully we can push her towards that 1,600 she's going to have at any time. Khalid Delicious Food, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody on the way in. Nezia Mbao, it's good to see you here. And what we're going to do right now is spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and then we'll see who is coming up next. I think it's going to be Crocheting with Leanne. So today's featured channel is I Bring It Every Day, another fan of a lot of crochet. Now, Crocheting with Leanne has expanded into a lot more content, so some of what they do has to do with crochet, but they are actually an advocate for helping others grow their channel and hit different milestones and things like that. I'm always happy to see that kind of generosity. Crocheting with Leanne is a very kind-hearted creator, and we have been in talks to get an interview happening sometime soon on their channel, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. They've already started interviews with a lot of other creators, so they're bringing some extra knowledge. I think it's a generous thing to do when you hop in on somebody else's channel. You always benefit. I believe everybody will always gain at least a couple of brand new subscribers by introducing yourself to somebody else's audience. But I think you're really doing them a great service by changing the dynamic of conversation on their channel. So I'm always happy to see people do that. Crocheting with Leanne's doing quite a bit of it as well. They do bring a lot of crochet. You can see how hard it is to keep up with this creator. I'm just going to grab their Sunday vlog and put this in my catch-up list so I can try to catch up a little bit. And they do a ton of other variety on their channel. Of course, there is a lot of crochet. When they do get into that, they get into scarf, shawls, blankets, ponchos, Graphgans, and more, and they do write patterns for other creators as well. So if you're somebody who's into crochet, you can take some inspiration from the creations that Leanne will bring and possibly come up with some of your own. Sullivan's Kitchen is in the house. Good to see you here, Mr. Naz. Thank you so much for another super chat. He's done that countless times. I really do appreciate that. And then VS Speaks Royally. I haven't put you on the wheel yet. I actually finally just went through those two videos right before Tuber Chat this morning. while they're talking about the rebrand of their channel. That was Mrs. VSNC09, and they just changed their name to VS Speaks Royally. They've got a few series of live streams going on their channel, and those are going to continue even with the new rebranding. I'm just looking through the chat to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Andre Southgate brings us opinions and conversation about prize fighting, more like commentary. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And then thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. They always have very positive and encouraging things to say. Multi-Hunter 247, it's good to see you in the house as well. Let's spin the wheel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, but it also could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share, of course. And then Rich Cat Ranch is in the house. That's Richard and Kathy. They have a love for animals, and if you hit their about page, you'll get a long list of everybody who's kind of hanging out at their home. And then we're looking at home bartending with John. I had said earlier when I added this creator to the wheel, because they happen to be a member, that they do requests on their channel. They've actually done a couple for me already. There's the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch as well. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So what I'm talking about with home bartending with John, they actually do a lot of reviews on their channel, and this is what you'd expect. So they're talking about a lot of popular beverages. I say popular, but it could involve things that we haven't seen yet, we'll be introduced to by Home Bartending with John. Obviously some shorts to fill out the content on the channel. And one of the things that this creator has done many times is give us tutorials on how to make some of the most popular cocktails in several different variations. They're expanding the ideas on the channel, and like I said, they do take requests. They've done 2 for me already. You can request for them to give you literally the traditional recipe on how to make some of the most popular things out there. You can see their elaborate home bar setup, and then as well, this is an interesting video where they've got how to make 6 low-calorie cocktails. We know that that'll be popular even here in the Tuber Chat family. We've got a lot of creators that want to motivate us with fitness and healthy eating and healthy living and things like that, so that will fit right in. Hopefully everybody is doing okay in the chat. Joyful Julie, it's good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, if I've missed something that anybody meant for me to see, in particular, like a question or a comment, just please mention that again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That will help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then, will that change the stream, boss? Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, we'll see right now. But I'll explain exactly how that works for anybody that does want to snipe that stream boss position. It works in a very specific way, but I can give you the formula right now. So Mark the Shark happens to be our stream boss, and actually Wolfspear Productions came in right behind you with a highlighted milestone message to snipe the stream boss position. So basically what happens is the Stream Boss is a feature of Streamlabs. There's other things out there. Stream Elements has a similar kind of thing. You can see that on our copyright-free music channel. But basically what happens is you can set that Stream Boss on a point system, and once enough life or points are knocked off of the Stream Boss, the last person to knock them out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. It's interesting to note, first of all Super Chats and memberships knock some life off of the Stream Boss, but even the highlighted milestone messages that are a free bonus for people who are a member on a channel where they're enabled also knocks it out. So when we think about points and value, I have Tuber Chat set at 2,000 points. And a point in our case matches approximately an American penny. So it's about $20 worth of activity when we talk about memberships and super chats. So when We have a super chat that came through, like Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve just dropped on us. We're going to look at that channel next, actually. I thought I put you on the wheel already. Was I mistaken? Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve gave us a $1.99 super chat, which means 199 points would have been knocked off of the stream boss. Wolfsbear Productions came in with a highlighted milestone membership message, and membership messages of any kind knock 499 points off of the stream boss. So that can give you an idea. When you look, you can see the HP there stands for hit points. And if you want to calculate out how many points are left, you'll get an idea of what it takes to knock that out. But I do appreciate the extra generous support from both of you, of course, Wolfsbear Productions and Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. So we're going to look at Good Times Homestead next. Right now we've got another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, which is John H. Shelton from the UK. Darnell Reyes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Lux, good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect here, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Huntophobia Canada's getting really close to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then when we look at John H. Shelton from the UK, we see two different channels, actually. I'll show you both of those. This creator's got over 6,700 on this channel alone. And you know that I say of any channel of this size, there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they already must have gone through in their YouTube journey. We can all kind of imagine that, right? Then they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They do a ton of different variety. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, put this in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. And I'm going to show you their second channel, Mr. Shelton TV. He's renamed his channels many times, so we got to make sure we're subscribed to this creator so we catch those when he does them. Here's another WWF back in the day when it was called WWF on the Amiga 500. That's interesting. This is a old school video gameplay type of video here. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list as well so I can stay caught up here. He's got 920 subscribers on this channel. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther on that official road to 1K. And then next up is going to be Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, because they dropped that super chat on us, and I really do appreciate that. Fat Ninja DM, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody is willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is up right now. Like I said, they just dropped a super chat on us, so we wanted to put them up right away. Charlie Grace, good to see you here. And in the case of Super Chatters, we always put them on the screen right away. We put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And after a period of time, when we get the wheel worked down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding some more from our chat list. It's open to everybody. Burundian Traveler, good to see you here. Another new creator in the Tuber Chat family. They're here for what I believe is the second time. And then Khalid Delicious Food. Yes, everybody here in Tuber Chat is always respectful of each other, but thank you very much for that. And then if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, we see an incredibly supportive couple of creators. Jen from Good Times Homestead has spent a lot of time supporting us both here in Tuber Chat and on on my personal channel and over in our copyright-free music channel, especially keeping the party going, keeping the game running, which I really do appreciate. Now, it's always fun times when we look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, and they do a lot more family activity, I find, than homesteading activities themselves traditionally, but they do a lot of that as well. So they're a family of 5. They're in north central Arkansas, country living, food growing, chicken raising, homeschooling, and enjoying God's creation. So they might be cooking, singing, building stuff, taking pics of flowers. They're into gardening, music, camping, painting, climbing rocks, all kinds of different things. And there's a lot of fun here, and if you're lucky enough, you will catch a couple of videos where Jen will be bringing you some music as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Timmy Ray the King, I think I said hello, but forgive me if that's not the case. I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it, but it's good to see you here. Hyper Blitz is back in the house, and then it's time for us to spin the wheel again. So thank you one more time, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we put that channel up right away, but we're back to spinning the wheel now. We're doing really good for thumbs up right now. We've got 65 actually in the first 45 minutes of today's live stream, so I really do appreciate that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Garden State Gardener's coming in with a super chat as well. That's Joe. He's done that countless times. I know he's got a brand new video, and he put a few of us together in that one. So I was happy to see that. And I'll describe Garden State Gardener and the magical creator that is Joe behind that channel in a moment when we get their channel up here. His word is on the wheel. They happen to be a member, and then Annabelle TV is up on the screen right now. This is a creator who brings fun and generosity everywhere that they go. You can see they've themed their banner for the Halloween season, which is great to see. 675 subscribers right now, so we're watching them climb rapidly. This is a creator who, like I said, brings fun everywhere they go, but a little bit of comedy comes with that as well, so you can prepare yourself before you get there. Annabelle TV is here with us just about every single day, but more importantly, what I see in them is somebody who's out supporting other creators every day. And when I'm able to catch other creators in their premieres and live streams, I run into Annabelle TV engaging true conversation, which is a great service to any host. You send true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm when you get there. What she does on her channel more than anything else is mukbang style product reviews, taste test challenges, things like that. A lot of those are collaborations with other creators, but she does a lot more variety as well. Gets into some garden updates. This will be the last one, I guess, for the year. For those of us in climates that can't handle a lot of outdoor growing and gardening in the 4 seasons, we're going to see the ends and the harvests and things like that that people will be coming up with. On that note, in Canada, we're celebrating Thanksgiving right now, as a matter of fact, for that reason, because a lot of the stuff's had to be harvested, and we're fortunate to be able to take advantage of that. So Annabelle TV, like I said, brings fun and comedy everywhere that they go. Generosity always comes with that. This is a creator that is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been ever since being a part of the Superchat family, which is getting on many, many months now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. We want to push her towards the 700 subscribers she's thinking about. I'm going to put Garden State Gardener up on the screen right now because Joe just dropped another super chat on us. He's done that countless times, actually. And he's got something funny or fun to see on his channel right now, as a matter of fact. So there's Sunday Fun Day. Sorry I didn't make it for that. He's got a premiere coming up actually today. It's coming up, oh, actually in a few minutes. So we know we'll have fresh content after Tuber Chat. as well. This is an interesting video. You'll notice Superchat in the title there. He's got a few creators together. Arsenic Elements in there. I think Operation Capsaicin was added in. And Joe does a lot of these shout out videos. So this is at least the fourth one, including Superchat, that I have seen or noticed. And hopefully everybody will enjoy those because they're a lot of fun. What Joe does on his channel, now he comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, so you will get some garden updates. This creator is often out and about. I've seen them even go on other people's live streams and share some really compelling content. They do a lot of shout out videos, but what is the most compelling thing that I can describe about Joe behind Garden State Gardener is his ability to make people feel like they are truly part of a community. And I just think it's a wonderful thing because, you know, it's not easy for everybody in the world to always feel included, even though we all try. Those of us with YouTube channels, you know, one of the things you can do to really benefit your channel and your own community is by taking note and making people feel like they are truly a part of it. And a lot of people will actually make themselves really intricate part of your community without your help. You know, that's a part of some people's personalities as well. Garden State Gardener is able to make friendships happen both inside and outside of their channel. And I'm grateful to even have come across this channel and to have Joe as part of our community because I think he's an incredibly influential creator. So you'll see what I mean when you get over to his channel. Sunday Fun Day is a live stream that I talk about often here because he often will have up to 100 people watching at a time. It's faster than Superchat, faster than most you've seen on YouTube. It rivals those of Scratch and PPA or Hilda DC or other really lively live streams, and they are quite unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Thank you so much, Joe, Garden State Gardener, for your Superchat again and for including me in the latest Jib Jab video with a few other creators. I really do appreciate that. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66, it's good to see you here. Tea Time Adventures, it's good to have you back. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you for the kind words. Hyperblitz, Dave's Adventures is in the house. That was originally Thrill Seeks. They actually are a longtime friend of Superchat. They bring us theme parks, attractions, and much more vlogging. We're actually going to look at their channel right now because they just dropped a Superchat on us. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And Garden State Gardener, like I said, will have fresh content coming up in 10 minutes. And we'll be able to see that right after Superchat. Now, we've only been on for not even an hour yet, so we've still got an hour and a half to go. Then we're going to go and visit Wolfsbear Productions for a premiere that they're going to run. We're going to go and raid that right after Superchat. And let me see what is happening in the chat. I missed Runneth Over Garden and Life has come in. They are a previously featured channel from Superchat. Today's featured channel is I Bring It Every Day, and hopefully everybody will connect with all of our featured channels. You could do that simply by looking at our replays because we feature them on all the thumbnails of our videos and then as well on the other social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in particular. You'll see them, and I do a lot of sharing on Reddit as well, as most of you have seen. Life at the Logans is in the house or still in the house, and then I thought I missed another channel coming in. Jamie Hart is another member and does a ton of variety on their channel. They do a great job of actually listing everything that they do, or most of what they do, on their banner. So when we look at Thrill Seeks, we see another creator who's actually refreshed their channel because he updated his banner not too long ago, updated the name of the channel, even the avatar. You can see that this is a dynamic host. Dave's Adventures has been a dear friend for a very long time. Some of us remember the name Thrill Seeks for this particular channel, where he was bringing us theme parks and attractions, but he's expanded into more travel and vlogs and therefore renamed the channel. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and hopefully everybody will do that when you get the chance. When we hit his videos tab, I can see I'm behind. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos, put that in my catch-up list so I can make sure I stay caught up and don't fall behind. Black Guns and Gardens, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. We're going to look at that channel next for that reason. And then Annabelle TV is coming in with their typical generous nature and gifting a membership. The interesting thing about gifted memberships is we never get to know who's going to get those in advance until they're distributed, and YouTube does it randomly based on activity in the channel, who's kind of your most active creator. So we see that the Stock Explorer just received a gifted membership from Annabelle TV, so thank you for that extra generosity. She has done that before. The Stock Explorer, I'm sure, will be very grateful to have had that. They actually happen to be part of our moderator squad as well. So thank you for that extra generosity. Dave's Adventures, hopefully everybody will connect with. We'd love to push him towards the 1,500 subscribers that he's thinking about. All Things Jay, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Dave's Adventures, as we can see, has got a lot of members-only content over there as well. So that's going to be a bonus for those of you who support him in that way. Black Guns and Gardens is coming up right now. Now, this creator, I think, has only been with us 2 or 3 times. I think it's the second time that they're here. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. We are connected, but I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel better. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels better. Over weeks and months, I watch a lot of content. I try to get through a lot of videos and live streams as much as I can for everybody, and I get to know your content a little bit better. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, then I really enjoy getting to know creators behind the channels as well. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if you think I can help. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So Black Guns and Gardens has 507 subscribers. Looks like they've got their 500 locked in, and they will have their community tab soon enough. It usually shows up on the 7th day after you lock in that 500. You just wake up one day and it's there. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and I think I'm going to take this, my truck kit. I just want to see what you've got here. And I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to go through. And I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel a little bit better. And on this channel, they intend on taking us through their family's journey to self-sufficiency through gardening, prepping, aquaponics, and self-defense, which is very, very cool. So there's obviously going to be a lot to learn on this channel as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see Carlene Geisha in the house. And thank you one more time, Black Guns and Gardens, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Emotion is coming up right now. This is a talented singer and songwriter who happens to be a moderator and a gold member here in Superchat, and they have been for a long time. What that means is that we get to see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. So when we look at Emotion, we see that this is an official artist channel, and he's officially on the road to 3K. You know, I say of channels of this size, there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already gone through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to hit 3,000. There's, you know, different fish to fry when we start passing that and getting into other milestones, but Emotion is certainly a candidate for hitting any milestone they choose to in the future. I believe any channel can have 10,000 if they want to. 100,000 becomes questionable only because we don't know what the world is going to look like 2 or 3 years from now, and it can take years to get to 100,000. Beyond that, we start talking about 1 million. I believe it's all possible, and we all know that it's just going to take some work, some fine-tuning. Reading the analytics is one of the most important things you can do, and I would bet that if you asked Emotion, he would talk to you about the importance of paying attention to the things that work and repeating that process, because he's had incredible incredible success with reaction videos And I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody else does. I slip all the time. Emotion has done some serious reaction videos that have got some real activity on them, and he's picked up quite a great formula, and we see that on the channel. He fills out the channel actually with reaction videos and shorts, but he's got a lot of his original works here, and those come in the form of music videos. They can be either individual or in premieres or live streams as compilations. And I'm not going to be able to stop laughing for an hour now as everybody catches that. I'm sure Emotion's probably laughing about it too. When we look at his second channel, Writing with Emotion New Soul, we will see that this creator brings us a look at how the music is made, as well as the man behind the music. We get a behind the scenes look, and I really enjoy getting to know creators when it's appropriate on a channel. This one certainly makes it that way. It's a great complementary channel to his original, where we find new soul R&B music. Now, when we get down to his shorts, we see he's filling out the channel with a lot of content. There's a couple of reaction videos here and more compilations. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting him on both channels. And like I said, Emotion has been a dear friend for a long time. As a matter of fact, all of our moderators are dear friends of mine, and they're dear friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own. They all do different things. Miss VS Speaks Royally is making me laugh now. And they all of our moderators have one thing in common, which is overwhelming generosity. So they will all allow you to meet more friends and family members when you join them on their channels for things like premieres and live streams. And Wellness with Tammy, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you here. What did I just miss in the chat? The Gaming Ham just came in and dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. One of the things I want to just mention for anybody who hasn't been to Superchat many times before, even if you have been here a few times, the best success comes from generosity and giving more than you expect to receive. What that really means here is making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them in all the ways that we do here, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. It works the opposite of a lot of the growth streams you might have already seen. Most creators here have been here many times before, and they will not go to a brand new channel, especially when you are encouraging them to visit you. They won't come because they know that you're focused on your channel, not theirs. Whereas if you say, who can I help? Who can I visit? Who needs watch hours? Who needs, you know, some views and some thumbs up and things like that? You can see the difference in the oppositeness of reaching out to other creators about their channel first. So it's just a hint. The Gaming Ham just dropped a super chat. They're just passing through quickly, but I really do appreciate that. They've done it countless times before. They've got an interesting name for their channel, and I'll tell you why when we look at it, as well as Paralife TV. It's wonderful to get paid for horrible slips and things that you've said. I've said worse. We know that. Stock Explorer will remember that if nobody else does. I'm sure Scratch and PPA has caught even more that I've done behind the scenes on other channels and things like that. But thank you, Shane, Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, for that. I really do appreciate that. So let's get the Gaming Ham ready to go. And then Paralife TV will come up right after them. Shane, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is an incredibly motivating creator. Bayou Bengal 25 brings us fantasy football. It's good to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And pardon me, everybody. I was trying not to read the chat for a second there because I was laughing too much. But I do appreciate everybody's everybody's fun in the chat. So, Writing with Emotion New Soul, the second channel from Emotion. And usually what I do is I go through our super chatters before we go on break, but actually what I'm going to do right now is ask for your patience. We'll take a break for 3 minutes. When we come back, we're going to look at the Gaming Ham, Paralife TV, and then we're going to get back to spinning the wheel. We've still got an hour and a half to go. Lots of chance to put lots of channels on the wheel. The featured channel for today is I Bring It Every Day, and in an hour and a half we're going to go and visit Wolf Spirit Productions for a raid of their premiere coming up. So we'll see you again in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at the Gaming Ham. This is a creator who dropped a super chat on us right before the break. Next up, for the same reason, we're going to look at Paralife TV or Everyday Wheelchair Ninja. And then when we look at this channel on the screen right now, we see the Gaming Ham is at 239 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Be Amazing Sylvia is a longtime friend of Superchat. I've been connected to that creator for what I believe is over 2.5 years. They are very well respected as a member of what we knew as the Drop the Link Day crew. She is another advocate for helping people grow their channels and will share her YouTube knowledge with you. I'm going to put her on the wheel because she happens to be a member, of course. And I did say I was going to describe why I find the Gaming Ham to be such an interesting name for a channel. I think it's a clever way to have put that together. And the reason why is because this creator is an advocate for the ham radio community, but also does a lot of video gameplay. They're expanding the content. I'll talk about that in a moment. But when we look at the Gaming Ham, we can see a creative name for a channel based on this creator's two passions melding together. Now, what they've expanded into is a lot of 3D printing. We expect to see much more, but they've got a bit of that started on their channel already. Woman Outdoors is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel, but I also see some more action in the chat that I'm going to go back and look at for a second here. Ali is in the house. That might be a brand new channel, so forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Carlene Geisha just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that extra generosity. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up right after Paralife TV. The Gaming Ham is on the screen right now for the same reason. And then Wellness with Tammy. I'm not sure if I said hello when you came in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. As long as everybody is in active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. We still got a long way to go, just under an hour and a half. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen before we go and watch a premiere from Wolfsbear Productions. When we get over there, we'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Superchat. And I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment their premiere begins, so we can clean up our connections here. And I'll drop the link when it's time. So next up, Shane, your Everyday Wheelchair Ninja, is behind Paralife TV. This is a creator that seeks to bring us a lot to learn, as a matter of fact. I've had a great time getting to know Shane and this channel because they do a lot of how-to videos, but at the same time, they're sharing with us life from their perspective, life in a wheelchair, right? So there's always, I believe, two things to learn at the same time on this channel in every production, and Shane is doing a lot of live streaming. This creator is very fitness-minded, wants to motivate us with healthy living, and hopefully everybody will find inspiration in that. But like I said, there's a lot of how-to videos here as well, so you'll learn some traditional things while we look through Shane's eyes. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. He has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time here in Superchat, many months, and he is approaching 1,500 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can get him a little bit farther. Thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. And especially when it's for a blooper. The Stock Explorer always looks forward to those here in Super Chat. And then next up, we're going to put up Carlene Geisha for the same reason. You'll notice that all these Super Chatters are knocking life off of our stream boss again. So Carlene Geisha is up right now with over 1,500 subscribers, and we're hoping we can push her towards 1,600. What she seeks to do is bring us pleasing music and visuals in her content, mixing it up every day so that we can have content we can enjoy and relax. Now, I relax with or to. So what I think about channels like this, and we do have a few here in Superchat, is that what you could possibly do is either sit and enjoy the content, or, you know, if it's sit, but you know what I mean, enjoy the content itself, Or if you're somebody who finds themselves a little bit busy, like myself, I will work on a computer. It's easy for me to have a window open and have a video or a live stream running where I can enjoy the content while I'm doing other things. And of course, it's meant to be relaxing, which is a great thing. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Carlene Geisha has been here in the Tuber Chat family for quite some time now and shown obviously to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And like I said, we'd love to push her towards the 1,600 subscribers we know she's thinking about. Now, we're in the second half, essentially, of today's live stream. We've still got well over an hour to go, almost an hour and a half. So what I'm going to do is move a little bit faster through channels now. We always get faster as the live stream goes on, just so that we can get as many channels as possible onto the screen before we go for Wolf Spirit Productions premiere today. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I'm going to add some names to our wheel from our chat list very soon. I see Day One Adventures is coming in. So while I put the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch onto the screen and get their channel ready to be seen, I'm going to put Day One Adventures on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And the biggest benefit to that, of course, is just the fact that once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel, right? Now, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here 4 times a week, or certainly not for 2.5 hours every time I find it convenient to stream. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, and we try to do a few different things here in Tuber Chat to help you with your YouTube journey, even outside of the live streams. For instance, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Jamie Hart, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your highlighted milestone message. You're making me laugh again now. Jamie Hart always brings a lot of variety in her channel. Now, you'll notice that those highlighted milestone messages, which are a free bonus to anybody who is a member on a channel where they are enabled, they knock a little bit of life off of that stream boss that I've talked about a few times today. That's the video game life meter under my channel. Wolf Spirit Productions knocked it out earlier, and they get a little bit of extra exposure for that. But Jamie Hart's making me laugh. We'll look at that channel soon enough. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm just going to hit their about page. They're empty nesters living on 1.5 acres, and they are in western Tennessee. Not really too far from me, to be honest with you. I'd have to think about how long that is in distance. It could be 10 or 11 hours. Not the longest distance in the world, though. On their property, they raise chickens, turkeys, and ducks. They enjoy gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shoutouts, and more. And they share that with us with frequent videos. You can see they're posting just about every single day. They've got a premiere coming up tomorrow. I've got my notification on for that, but they're posting frequently as well. I'm just going to put your Memphis Zoo into my catch-up list and see that video at some point in the next day or two. Now that we're on Monday, you know, Tuber Chat's here 4 days a week. But after our Monday stream, I usually find myself with a bit of extra time. I will try to make up another week, midweek live stream, expecting not to be here this Friday. We want to keep it to 4 days a week if we can. I try never to take a day off from Tuber Chat unless it's absolutely necessary. So Woman Outdoors is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They also happen to be a member. We had put them on the wheel as soon as they got here today. And then thank you, Be Amazing Sylvia. They are celebrating their 5-year cancerversary this month. Interesting. And then hope that we can come and celebrate with them. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. When we get Be Amazing Sylvia's channel up on the screen, we'll look for that and try. I'm going to make a note for myself, and then we'd love to celebrate that accomplishment with her. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia is an incredibly generous creator that wants to help everybody all the time. I've known her for what's getting on 3 years now, as a matter of fact. She's been with Superchat from the beginning, so it'll be wonderful to get over there and celebrate such a positive thing with her. So Woman Outdoors is up here right now, and this is a creator that's able to bring us all 4 seasons in their outdoor content because they come to us from Pennsylvania, even a little bit closer in distance. They might only be 6, 7, or 8 hours away from me. I'm in Southern Ontario, Canada. What we get to enjoy, and what I find compelling about this particular channel, which we featured not too long ago, is the fact that they can bring us the snow, the sun, the rain, the heat, the cold, and all the different aspects of dealing with a lot of the outdoor things that they do. They do a lot of camping, they take us with them, and they take us to some really interesting places, as a matter of fact. So it's wonderful to see the different things they deal with. I was happy to see this product review. I'm a big fan of a lot of these batteries and things like that, right? I know that there is a lot in the homesteading community of channels between camping, gardening, and outdoor channels. We talk about, or they talk about, self-sufficiency, preparedness, and things like that. Now, I know that batteries themselves are not so natural, but at the same time, it could be very beneficial to have those, and I have found myself very grateful to be in possession of one of these battery types of things. But I was happy to see this because they're talking about a solar-powered thing here, and I haven't got into that yet. I'm very interested to learn about solar, and I know we've got a few creators here in the Superchat family that are going to be able to help us out with that. But Woman Outdoors is going to bring us a lot of other activities as well, including outdoor cooking, fishing, bushcraft activities, and then knife collecting as well. They bring all 3 types of content on their channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. And the most exciting thing that I can talk about with this channel today is that they are officially on the road to 1K. We see channels hitting different milestones all the time, hitting that 1,000 subscribers. Woman Outdoors is going to be there very, very soon. We know the Stock Explorer is fully monetized now. We've seen channels hitting all kinds of different milestones, and I believe that a lot of that comes from everybody doing as much as they can for each other. Grubby the Beagle, good to see you in the house. Cabaret Gaming, good to have you here as well. Those are both longtime friends of Tuberchat. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I did say I was going to start moving a little bit faster. Woman Outdoors is an incredibly supportive creator, not just here in Tuberchat. I see them out supporting others all the time, but I believe they're here with us almost every single day. And I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuberchat. Day One Adventures is coming up right now. They also happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Day One Adventures is coming up right now. They've got 281 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. Actually, Khalid Delicious Food, if they're still watching, will like this video because it talks about respect, and they've been mentioning that many times today. I think I missed a channel coming in. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder, another creator who I've definitely been connected to for 3 years. The reason why I mention that all the time, I'm sure I don't mention it for every creator with whom I've been connected to. I don't remember, like, you know, every single day that everybody's come in or anything like that, but I do want to hopefully provide inspiration for everybody when it comes to the idea that you might wonder whether people are still going to be supporting you a year or 2 down the road after you start your YouTube journey. But when you're here in Tuberchat, you'll hear the stories frequently about creators that I've been connected to for over a year, some over 2 years, and some now approaching 3 years. And it's wonderful to see that they're still coming around to support as much as they possibly can, right? Especially after 470 episodes of a live stream like this. And then Rich Cat Ranch is sending a super chat actually for or on behalf of another creator, which is Bayou Bengal 25, who brings us fantasy football. So I'm actually going to put those channels up in another moment. And I'm always happy to see that kind of generosity too. I mean, obviously there's great benefit to it, and I do appreciate that extra generosity, but it's wonderful to see creators doing that for each other, and we've seen it many times here. So Rich Cat Ranch, of course, are generous creators, and they definitely want to help others with their journey, but we're seeing it right now. So we'll look at Bayou Bengal 25 in a moment, Rich Cat Ranch right after that. When we look at Day 1 Adventures, they are a curious explorer, and they are taking us out on their travels. They might be going to amusement parks, one-wheel adventures. They have some drone videos, local community events, and they are in the Wilmington, Delaware area. So this is a unique channel in the Superchat family. They might be the only creator that we have in our family in the Delaware area, to be honest with you. I could be wrong about that, of course. So next up, we're going to look at Bayou Bengal 25. I'm going to start moving it a little bit through channels so we can get as many on the screen as we possibly can. In just over an hour, we're going to go over to Wolf's Bear Productions for a premiere. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is in the house. Thank you for coming in. That is a busy guy. So thank you for coming in. I know that he probably rushed in and rushed right on because he's been busy the last several days. And then Unstable TV Shorts is in the house. Good to see you here. Sam's Vlog Trains and More is a member and a moderator here, actually. So I've got them on the wheel right away. Odom's Homestead, I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but it's good to have you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, we're doing great. We're already at 90. And I do appreciate them very much. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone right now, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Bayou Bengal 25 is here with 423 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500. That is going to see their community tab pop up. Rich Cat Ranch dropped a super chat on their behalf, and I'm happy to see that kind of generosity. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos here. Actually, maybe I'll grab something longer for you because we want to get some watch hours in. I got lots of time in the next couple of days, so I'm going to grab this Overwatch 2, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Now, I have to be honest, I run a lot of more videos than I watch, particularly when they're live stream replays, but I'll be happy to run that for you and get you 4 hours of watch time, as a matter of fact. That'll be cool. Chef Sketty, good to see you here. I've got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And then again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to start trying to move it a little bit. We're going to get Rich Cat Ranch up here right now. They actually dropped that super chat for Bayou Bengal 25, which is another unique channel in the Tuber Chat family because they exclusively bring us fantasy football. I know they've expanded into some gaming now, which is cool, but when we want to think about fantasy football, we know we can look to them for a resource. So Rich Cat Ranch is up right now. This is Richard and Kathy. I learned that many months ago when we featured this channel, and I went through some of their content and saw an introduction video that they did. So they've got 12 days of Halloween going on right now, and I'm happy to see a lot of creators catching that Halloween season ramp up because we'll see a lot of search traffic for that. I'm just going to grab your latest Sunday Shorts video and put that in my catch-up list. These are almost like a TikTok type compilation, and this is where we get to know some of the animals that are actually on the property. They've got a list on their About page. You can catch that when you get there. And then they live on 2 acres in South Lake, Texas, near Fort Worth. And they do a lot of variety on their channel. They share their life with the animals, their daily routines, recipes, tidbits of wisdom, and a lot more variety on their channel. They're open to in real life collaborations. We've seen another friend of Tuber Chat named Mindforked go and visit Rich Cat Ranch, and that's always cool to see. I'm a big fan of connecting with other creators in real life when we can. If you can't do it in real life, I'm always happy to connect with creators outside. If you want to reach out to me on the other social networks, I always enjoy getting to know the creators behind the channels. You can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. I'm there all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with, but I also enjoy learning lessons and hearing stories about people's YouTube journeys and the different things that you notice or experience, so that we can share that knowledge with everybody and all make better decisions for our YouTube channels and journeys, myself included. Next up is Lord Texas Boy Gaming. This is actually a longtime friend of Superchat, and it's wonderful to see them growing so far. They've got over 3,800 subscribers, obviously a gaming channel, so it's wonderful to see that. I'm always happy to see Grand Theft Auto content here. We know that there was a story a couple of weeks ago about some hacking that went on, got into the Grand Theft Auto servers apparently, and got some footage from what is expected to be Grand Theft Auto 6. I promise you I'll be looking forward to that as much as everybody. So I'm going to grab your latest Grand Theft Auto video, put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. This creator, of course, has a lot of shorts on their channel, as we can see as well. But most importantly, they have been an incredibly supportive creator for a very long time. I believe they've actually been with Superchat from the beginning. So all three types of content here, we'd love to push them towards the 3,900, which will see them officially on the road to 4K. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. I finally got a chance to sit and actually watch. They're very quick videos, but they did a couple there just to introduce us to their rebranding of their channel and let us know what we can expect. So this was Mrs. VSNC09, and they've got a lot of featured channels on their front page. It's wonderful to see that. You can see they've got shorts, videos, and live streams. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. These are the two videos I'm talking about from 10 days ago, where they talk about what we can expect on the channel. They've got 3 different series of live streams going on, and when you can catch them for a live stream, you'll see a really engaged conversation. The compelling thing I find about that is that VS Speaks Royally does an incredible job of leading the conversation by being well versed and up to date about their subjects. So they've got over 3,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and you often hear me say about channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey. We all can imagine that. Sister Winnie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They are an incredibly supportive creator. They come into TuberChat as often as they can. They're in our music channel just about every single day, coming by to give us a thumbs up, and I really do appreciate that as well. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. I didn't realize Rich Cat Ranch actually, with that super chat, took over our stream boss position, and what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while, so that will be Rich Cat Ranch. Coach Sherry, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That is a longtime dear friend of TuberChat. She shares motivation on her channel as a business coach, but then as well is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in TuberChat. As you can see, she's been a member for about 2 years. Chef Sketty is up right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us for a couple of months now, but I'm going to take your latest Vlogtober video and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with some more of your content. One of the things I enjoy about putting channels on the screen is that I get to know them a little bit better over time. Every time we get them up on the screen, I get to learn a little bit more. Over weeks and months, I watch content, some videos, some live streams. I get to know the content on the channel better. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators as well. AceFlaw1 is in the house, another creator I've been connected to for about 3 years. That's Andy. He brings a lot of travel videos. And then thank you, Coach Sherry, for the thumbs up. And then Chef Sketty's here with over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. When we go through their content a little bit, we see actually a lot of variety. I'm just going to hit their About page for a quick second here. They can find cooking videos, shopping hauls, product reviews, and a lot more on the channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety and the support that comes back from this creator. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And it looks like we're going to be looking at the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. He's got a rapidly growing third channel here. I think he's actually got 4 or 5. A couple of them might be experimental though. Sometimes creators start extra channels just to give it a spin and then see what they're going to do. But the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder has already got 270 subscribers. Now obviously mukbang is a huge category on YouTube, but Kid Wonder has been at this game for quite a long time. Like I said, I've known them for about 3 years. We've even collaborated once. I'm going to show you another couple of their channels. When we look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream, we'll see another channel with over 3,000 subscribers. This one's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When you see this one video game in particular that they play called 8-Ball Pool, I actually joined them one night on their channel. That's a game we both just happened to play by coincidence. And when I saw him playing, I had mentioned for a long time that we should collaborate. And, you know, it was a half a joke, but I do enjoy collaborating with other creators. And then one night, just after he started streaming, I said, hey, wait a second, I'm going to hop in and play. So you can see a multiplayer match between myself and Kid Wonder if you want to search out Superchat on his second channel. And then when we get to the original, which is Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, we're going to see the original channel from this creator with over 18,000 subscribers. Now, Kid Wonder will do all kinds of variety on his channel, all 3 types of videos, including super chats and memberships. But this creator does a lot of live streaming where we get to know the creator behind the channel as well. And like I said, they've been an incredibly supportive creator. So much so that they were supportive to me and to us when we were starting Superchat 2.5 years ago now, that he was the very first creator to be selected out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2. So I just love telling that story because it gives you an idea of the kind of support you'll get back from this creator. Hopefully you take inspiration from the idea that you'll have several creators that will be supporting you for years to come. As we're starting to talk about, Scratch and PPA is one of those creators. He came in within the first few weeks of Superchat and has been with us ever since for what I believe is every single live stream, with the exception only of one when he was getting his internet fixed. Scratch and PPA literally seems to be everywhere, supporting everyone. Most of us who've been connected to him know that. If you haven't already connected, I hope you will. He is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. All of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other, but they all have channels of their own. They all do different things, and they have one overwhelming thing in common, is their generosity. They will allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you visit them for premieres or live streams. If you can catch us on Scratch and PPA's premiere this Tuesday, tomorrow at 12:15 Eastern, you will find a live chat that runs faster than most on YouTube, faster than Superchat, faster than most you've ever seen. It rivals those of Sunday Funday, VS Speaks Royally, or Hilda DC with the activity goes on. So it's very fast paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. And Scratch and PPA now is working on 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then Cash Money, good to see you in the house from AAP. That's another longtime friend. You can meet lots of friends and family members over there. But Cash Money, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find some new friends and family members for your channel here in no time if that's what you would like. And then thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. So Scratch and PPA has an interesting interactive series of videos called the Scratch Challenge. And in this series of videos, you have the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets this series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And I don't know why it is. Why does it take me a year and a half to realize, staring at Scratch and PPA's banners, to realize that he puts the week number right there, right on the right-hand side of the banner, under the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because I can't tell you how many times we have Scratch and PPA's channel on the screen every day, of course, because he's here with us. But I so often will say I lost count on which week we're on, but it's listed right there. He's got to be shaking his head. But anyway, so we know we're on week 41 coming up this week. So hopefully everybody will join us. And like I said, it's tomorrow at 12:15 Eastern. He always works with pure consistency. You'll notice presentation is always at the forefront of his mind. People have complimented Scratch and PPA's video editing skills ever since the first video he ever put out. And that's getting on almost 2 years ago now. And this creator, as you can see, has bright, beautiful thumbnails to match their banner. Both of those are updated for every single video, and then the avatar matches as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube now. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. See what's coming up with Be Amazing Sylvia. We talked about this earlier, and she's got a Cancerversary coming up, so we'll have a look at what that is when we get her channel on the screen. And Be Amazing Sylvia is another creator who I've been connected to for probably over 2.5 years now, and she is very much well known as one of the members of the Drop the Link Day crew, which is a group of creators that allow you to meet new friends and family members the same way that you do here. She's got almost 4,300 subscribers right now, so you know I say of channels of this size, there must be much to be learned from her, as well as entertained and inspired by what they must have been through in their YouTube journey already. Willoway Ranch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Be Amazing Sylvia, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. It's pure variety on the channel, literally. She's done hundreds, if not getting close to probably 1,000 videos, maybe even more. And she's got a second channel. We'll look at that in a second. What I'm going to do is put my notifications on for the next couple of things that she's got going on. These are live streams. One of them will be in a few days from now. One is later in the month, but hopefully we will catch this. As a cancer survivor, we would love to celebrate that with her. It makes it that much more lucky that we have Be Amazing Sylvia in the Tuber Chat family. So I'm going to show you her second channel as well, and she does all three types of content on both channels, of course, and this is where she wants to bring us some more positivity. She's got 224 subscribers here. We'd love to push her a little bit farther on the road to 300. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. We'll see what's coming up with Coach Sherry, and then it's going to be time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list. So I'm actually going to do that right now. And keep in mind, for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat, I have a robot in the background called Botissimo that keeps statistics and helps me understand who's been most active in the chat, much more so than how long you've been here. So I'll start adding some names right now, and we will get Doreen's Food This is a fairly new channel for Superchat. Excuse me while I knock the wheel around there. Doreen's Food Prep Resource is coming up on the wheel right now. Life at the Logans was a recently featured channel. Today's featured channel is I Bring It Every Day, and Random and Proud is coming up on the wheel as well. Now I'll get some more names as we need them. We've still got a long way to go. We can stay up to another 45 minutes, and then we've got a premiere coming up from Wolf Spirit Productions where they're going to allow us to meet more friends and family members while we're in their live chat. And then Rusty Bent But Not Broken is still in the house in the background listening and watching. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know we have a lot of creators that let the stream run while they're doing other things, or might have it in the background and things like that, so I appreciate that as well. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's mentioned that they meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Coach Sherry is here right now with 848 subscribers, and she's been with Tuber Chat almost from the beginning. An incredibly generous creator, and she is somebody who is a business coach, if I'm putting that right? An infused lifestyle channel that gives you a snapshot of living life while incorporating business and career strategies and advice. An entrepreneur, real estate investor, professional development coach, so I got to get that right, an educator. But she wants to help people in lots of different ways. I'm sure you'll gain some inspiration and knowledge from Coach Sherry. She's been with Tuber Chat, like I said, for a long time, and we'd love to push her a little bit closer on that road to 900. She'll be thinking about 1K very soon. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her as well. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share on the outside social network. So Sam's Logs Trains and More is up here right now. This creator's here as both a moderator and a member. So we've got them on the wheel, of course, as soon as they came in. When we look at this channel, we do see a lot of train videos. We see Sam and some of the thumbnails. I'm always behind with him. I'm just going to take one of his latest videos, put it in my catch-up list here. Sam's Logs Trains and More is past 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther today. But in between the train videos, what you're going to find from this creator is a lot of vlogs, product reviews, unboxings, and a lot of live streaming. Sometimes he does game nights or Q&A type live streams, and sometimes it's a channel update, or sometimes we're just hanging out with Sam. He's done some shout out videos, we see that. And when we talk about the trains, he could be indoors or outdoors, talking about the trains or the stations they depart from, and sometimes he's giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Sam has been a dear friend for a very long time. All of the moderators here in Tuber Chat are dear friends of mine. They're dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they have one overwhelming thing in common, and that is their extreme generosity. They will allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you visit them for premieres or live streams. So next up is Warmstrong Adventures. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Warmstrong Adventures brings us travel more than anything else. They've taken us on a cruise. I'm hoping everybody will enjoy that. I'm always drawn to videos that involve cruises. I was very fortunate in the mid-1990s to work on a cruise ship for a summer, which is rare because I happen to be from Canada. I was able to do that in the United States. So Warmstrong Adventures, I'm happy to see this channel, happy to see more content coming out. Hopefully everybody will enjoy this. And with 237 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 we know that they're thinking about. James Money 615 has been giving us a ton of support both here in Tuber Chat and on our copyright-free music channel just about every single day. Hopefully everybody will connect with him and get that kind of support coming back to you as well. Life with Mountain Folk is coming up right now. They've had a long wait on the Wheel of Doom today. The Wheel of Doom, of course, was named about 2 years ago by our dear friend Mr. Naz, who's in the chat with us. Life with Mountain Folk was recently featured, and these creators live in Georgia, but they bring us outdoors and outside of their own area, sometimes to Florida and other places. They're big fans of classic car shows, but they often take us to museums, other local events, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got some extra videos on their channel, like some food reviews, and then their history buffs as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Life with Mountain Folk have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Tuber Chat for quite some time. They always engage conversation. Most importantly, I always see them out supporting other creators as well. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, I really enjoy running into other creators supporting each other, and I often find Life with Mountain Folk doing that. So hopefully you'll connect with them. You'll get some of that support coming back to you as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and it's going to be time for me to add some more names from our chat list. So we're going to look at Doreen's Food Prep Resource, which I'm still getting to know. This might only be the second time, I think, that we've got this channel on the screen. Now we've got it up here right now. I'm looking forward to getting to know their channel. They've got 286 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They've got a brand new video, broccoli cream soup with fried potato balls, which is interesting. I'm going to put this into my ketchup list and see what they've got going here. Obviously a lot of delicious looking content on their channel and a little bit more variety, it seems, in the middle. I'm just going to have a quick look. Resource and guide for you and your loved ones preparing for the upcoming predicted food shortages. I certainly hope not, but I hear it every day. Anything's possible, right? Demonstrations and instruction on food preserving, as well as links to other channels, which is great and generous in its own right. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this channel. I expect I'll have a great time learning from them. And they're fairly new to Tuber Chat, so it's great that we have another creator that wants to bring us resources like this. What I find from a lot of the homesteading, gardening, farming, ranching, outdoor type channels, especially when we talk about prepping, is that they seem to have this instinct to want to share not only knowledge but resources with each other and others. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. So let me see what I can do about adding a few more names onto our wheel from our chat list. I do that when we get down to about 5 or 6 names. And Doreen's Food Prep Resource, it's my pleasure having your channel up. Mountain Grandma is coming up onto our wheel. And then Cruising Scene is coming up as well. And Hyper Blitz. We'll get some more names on the wheel as we need them. We've still got a while to go. We got about 40 minutes. We can put lots of channels on the wheel and the screen. Then we're going to go and watch a premiere from Wolf Spirit Productions. I'm going to put the link for that up in about 20 minutes. And when we get closer to the time, and what we'll do is leave this live stream running right up until the moment that their premiere begins, so we can clean up our connections here. But you will be welcome to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here when we're over on their channel. You have to pardon me, I'm not drinking enough. Runneth Over Garden and Life is Nina and Boyce. These are a couple of dynamic creators. They actually always make me laugh because they have such a wonderful chemistry and energy between them. It comes across even in the thumbnails, but you see it in the videos when we look at them. There's one in particular that I roll over all the time, but either way, like, you can see the fun that they're having. Look, they're always smiling, they're always laughing. I can't help but laugh along with them when I'm watching the channel, just because they're having so much fun. This is wonderful to see a Happy Mail video. There's Coupon Gail's channel sticker there. And I'm just going to take this video and put it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 717 subscribers. They live in Texas. Their channel's about everyday living, gardening, do-it-yourself videos, crafts, recipes, and other funny shenanigans. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And then, yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. The weather's kind of been chaotic over here, playing a lot of wreaking havoc on a lot of people with allergies and things like that, like myself. What we're going to do is spin the wheel right now. Like I said, we've got a long way to go, about 40 minutes before we go over to Wolf Spirit Productions for a premiere. So we're going to go on break for about 3 minutes, and when we come back, we're going to look at Lexo Motorsports. All right, we're back with, oh, did I make a mistake? We just talked about Reneth over Garden and Life. Did I spin the wheel? Oh no. I think I'm making another mistake here. Maybe Scratching PPA hopefully caught that. I don't think I spun the wheel and it was Lexo Motorsports, but it might have been. So forgive me for that. Let me put up Lexo Motorsports right now. I forget what on earth I said right before we went on break. I know that Crime Time Wine Time is in the house. That's Oracles and Beyond's new channel. And they've renamed it a couple of times, but they're just getting settled in. And then, yes, thank you, by the way, Willoway Ranch. You're right. We're actually doing extremely well for thumbs up today. We don't hit 100 every day, but we do it often, and I really do appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I typed on the wheel when Crime Time Wine Time came in, and then I wasn't sure, but thank you for that. Charlene Heel is in the house. I know she happens to be a member as well with her second channel. So we'll get her on the wheel also. Lexo Motorsports is up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Lexo Motorsports is coming up. They've got 102 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 103 that they're thinking about. Obviously, they love everything to do with speed, drag racing, ATVs, dirt bikes, as well as saltwater aquariums, that I'm expecting that we're going to find much more content from this creator as well. A lot of shorts here. These are where the aquarium comes in. Great to see a Halloween video from you here. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Lexo Motorsports is one of our newest members, but they've been here just about every single day since finding Superchat, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and getting that support coming back to you as well. If I have missed anything that anybody meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Today's featured channel, by the way, is I Bring It Every Day, and they're a longtime friend of Superchat. They bring a lot of crochet, but they also talk about a lot of generosity, and I hope everybody will connect with them. We feature a different channel every single day on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, so that you have the opportunity to meet loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. So we still got a half an hour to go. Wolfsbear Productions has a premiere for us to see when we get around that time. We've got lots of time to put channels on the screen. I'm going to get to as many as we can. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here when we're visiting their premiere, and we will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that their premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here. Crime Time Wine Time is the newest channel from Cassie and her friend Molly. Now, Cassie is from Oracles and Beyond. We'll look at her channel in a moment. We know that true crime is a huge category when it comes to podcasting, so YouTube lends itself great to that format, or to that category, and we're looking forward to seeing what more this channel will bring us. But they've already started live streaming and simulcasting, which is really, really cool. Now, Cassie from Oracles and Beyond has been a dear friend for a long time, and another creator who will allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members along with your warm welcome when you get over there for a live stream. More than anything else, you're going to find oracle and tarot readings from this creator and their friends. They often give you more than one perspective, which is really cool. It can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening now, and what might be to come. They're fully monetized over here with super chats and memberships available, and they bring all 3 types of content in between the live streams. You'll find a lot of shorts and videos, of course. Oracles and Beyond is now sitting close to 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. We know they're thinking about it. We'll spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up on the screen. It's going to be Cruising Scene, which is fairly new to Tuber Chat. I think we're looking at them for the second time now. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Cruising Scene is here now with 450 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 we know they're thinking about. We'll see their community tab pop up soon enough. It usually happens on the 7th day after you lock in your 500, so it won't be long. And then hopefully everybody will connect with them. I'm always happy to see anything with cruise ships. I talked about that earlier, so I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel better. On that note, what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I'm actually going to take the one you've got on your front page here from the Royal Caribbean cruise line, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch another piece of content from you and gives me a chance to get to know the channel a little bit better. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. If I say Apka Bay Vlogger, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and in another 15 minutes I'll start dropping the link for Will Spirits Productions, but we actually have half an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. I'm going to get to as many as I can. I'm moving a little bit faster now, and what we're going to look at right this second is another creator who was recently featured on Superchat. Now, when we look for this channel, we got to make sure we get the spelling right. It's Life at the Logans, but when we get here, we'll find a fun, comedic family of creators. As a matter of fact, I see that they just did a stream yesterday. I wish I caught that, but they've got a premiere coming up. That'll be tonight. For me, I'm in the Eastern time zone. It works out to 7:30 p.m. for me. You can check your local time by hitting their notification. What we're recommending for everybody these days is to hit notifications for everything that you see, whether they're premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. Whether or not you think you can be there at the time, it certainly will be helpful. I've done some experimenting with this, so I insist that it helps. When we look at Life at the Logans, we see all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. And then as well, what you're going to notice from these creators is they often prepare skit type videos. So if you're a fan of anything like Saturday Night Live or anything like that, you might enjoy a lot of the content that they come up with. And they're a lot of fun, and they've got a wonderful chemistry between them. I'm having a great time getting to know these creators and their content. I'm sure you will too. They're officially on the road to 1K. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,000 they're thinking about. And then you see reviews, challenges, family fun. There's actually a lot of variety on this channel, as you can imagine. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up on the screen. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Random and Proud is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I've only been able to look at this channel a few times, but let's see what they've got in the latest video. I'm going to take this magnet fishing video and put this in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to connect with. They're obviously bringing us a lot of shorts videos as well, and it's great to see some of these have gotten some serious activity. Look at that, almost 5,000 views, 2,500 here, which is great. So hopefully that continues. It's time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list, so I'm just going to go and see what I can do about that. Cabaret Gaming will come up right now. Burundian Traveler is fairly new to Superchat, but we're going to look at their channel. They've been with us for a while today. Mountain Grandma. I don't think oh yes, I do have you on the wheel already, which is great. The Bullock Experience was recently featured on Superchat. Actually, we're going to look at them again. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and like I said, we've got almost half an hour to go. So lots of opportunity to put channels on the screen. We'll get to as many as we can. The Bullock Experience is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on for us today. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. They've got 641 subscribers now on the Bullock Experience. I'm hoping we can push them even a little bit farther than that. They've obviously got some live streaming going on, some compelling conversation here. I wish I caught that one, but I didn't. And then let me see what I can do about their videos. I think that's the latest one. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this here. I'm probably going to have to run it. I may not be able to watch, but what I'm going to try to do, knowing that, is watch at least some of it. I just want to see what you all are talking about here. What makes a talk show great? I want to hear what they have to say about that. The Bullock Experience obviously is building quite a community around them, but they are going to take us fishing as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm just going to hit their about page for a quick second here. Kelly Bullock, welcome to the Bullock Experience, a fishing channel, all types of fish, particularly catfish, I think is what I've seen the most from them, but we'll see what else we have to learn. They've got some shorts videos as well, and I see you're getting some activity on some of these also, so hopefully that continues as well. And then, pardon me just for a quick second. I'm not drinking nearly enough today. That's the problem with, like, I live in southern Ontario, Canada, and in our climate, it's starting to get cold, and we're approaching the freezing mark in the middle of the night now. So you tend, I don't know if everybody finds this, I tend not to drink as much in the colder months, so I got to keep that in mind. Especially if you're going to talk for 2.5 hours non-stop in a live stream. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and thank you for the kind words, Burundian Traveler. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen these days. That's not every single stream. It usually takes an hour or longer. Sometimes much longer, depending on how busy we are. We're fortunate to have a lot of members. We always put members on the wheel right away, but it's always open to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. I have a robot in the background called Botissimo, which is a paid service, but it keeps statistics that help me understand who's been most active in the chat. Here in Superchat, it's much more about how active you are in the chat than it is about how long you're here. It's possible for somebody to come in, be here for 20 minutes and get onto the wheel a lot faster than somebody who's been here for 2 hours, just based on activity in the chat. So it's just a hint for anybody that's fairly new. And the best success you can find here in Superchat is always in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them first. Giving much more than we expect to receive is always at the forefront of our minds here. When you come back and let people know you've supported them, they're happy to go back and support you right away. So Cabarar Gaming is an incredibly supportive creator, somebody who has been in the Superchat family for a very long time. They've got 2 different channels, as a matter of fact. So they've got Cabarar Gaming, and they really mix up the gameplay. They bring in the old and the new. Everything is kind of mixed together. I'm happy to see always Grand Theft Auto videos on this channel. And I can see I'm behind with them. I'm just grabbing one to try to catch up with. I'm going to show you their second channel as well, Cabarar Vlogs. Now, when you catch this creator, for instance, in a live stream, you'll get a warm welcome, but you can feel the fun and energy that this creator's having while they're playing. They're always excited. They've got quite a community. There's always engaging conversation in the live streams, no matter what they're playing, because they've been around long enough that they've always got an active chat, right? Cabarar Vlogs has 164 subscribers on this second channel, so this is the same creator. They're bringing us tips, tricks, tutorials, and tech from the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. So I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up with them, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I see it's time for me to add some more names to our wheel from our chat list. Now, if there's anybody who's listening or watching that hasn't been added to the wheel or the screen yet, just please stay active in the chat, say anything at all, and I'll make sure that I get you added right away. It's going to be time to drop the link for Wolf Spirit Productions premiere soon enough, we'll think about doing that and get ready to go over there. We'll raid together when it's time, and we'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we are here in Tuberchat when we get there. So again, if anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Right now, what we're looking at is Willowway Ranch. And then James Brown 420, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm just grabbing one of their latest videos here from Willowway Ranch, and I'm putting this in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up with them. They've got 424 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards that 500. That will see their community tab pop up. It usually happens 7 days after you lock in your 500 subscribers. But Willowway Ranch has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuberchat for quite some time. We're going to be happy to see them hit that milestone and have that new resource available. They have a homestead and try to do things to become as self-sufficient as possible. Their homestead consists of gardening, foraging, cows, chickens, dogs, canning, building, sawmill, fruit trees, and berries. Lots of different stuff, and then they do sewing and crafts when they have time. And they've got a small family, but they are military based. Like, they've got a lot of military history in their family as well. You'll get to know them as you follow their channel and follow their content. We featured them a few months back here on Tuberchat, and today's featured channel is I Bring It Every Day. When we look at channels like this, I feature them based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the Tuberchat community and outside. We do that on all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and we will see what's happening with Charlene Heal. She's actually got 2 different channels and happens to be a member. So we'll see what she's got going on. She brings us natural healing, coaching, and transformation. If there's anybody in that listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet today, just please say anything at all in the chat, and I will get you on right away. I wonder if Cash Money is still here. They were a new channel that came in. I'd love to look at it if they're still here. And anybody else that's listening or watching, just literally, you could say anything at all in the chat. I have a few extra minutes today. We're going to go and see Wolf Spirit Productions in about 15 minutes, but I've got time to put about 10 channels on the screen, so lots of time here. Charlene Heal has got 2 channels. We'll look at both of these. So she brings natural healing, coaching, and transformation on both channels, and this is where we originally know this creator as a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. She brings that energy everywhere she goes. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, I run into Charlene Heal constantly, supporting other creators. I'm always happy to run into creators supporting each other. I'm just going to grab a latest video for her. I know she's just been monetized not too long ago. Going to want to keep those watch hours up, but she is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, between her natural healing, coaching, and transformation, she brings us all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. And I've put the latest replay into my catch-up list so that I can catch up with her in the next couple of days. Now, when we look at Conscious Business Services, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, we see a second channel from the same creator where they want to bring us the same natural healing, coaching, and transformation with the added bonus of opportunities to build wealth. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Charlene Heal on both of these channels. Like I said, she happens to be a member, so we had put her on the wheel as soon as we saw her in the chat. We always do that. And then she's on this channel approaching 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther today. So it's time for me to get our link for Wolfsbear Productions premiere. They are going to allow us to meet more friends and family members while we're over there with them. And I'm going to leave this live stream running right up until the time that their premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here before we go over there, and then we'll all raid together. But anybody can hop over there whenever you'd like. I just pin the link. The live redirect is set if you have your autoplay on. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen right now. Looks like we've got just enough time to get through the rest of these channels before we go over there. And that'll be in about 15 minutes. His word is coming up. This is a creator. They happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat today. And pardon me, this creator seeks to motivate us with in a spiritual way. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put that in my catch-up list so I can watch another piece of content from this creator. His word's been a long-time friend of Superchat, actually. But when we look at them, we see that they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. First Floor Audio, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm going to get First Floor Audio onto our wheel right away. They're a longtime friend of Superchat, and they're here with us frequently. So I've got them on there. We're going to look at Burundian Travel next. Sorry, Burundian Traveler. They're fairly new to Superchat. I'm still getting to know that channel, like we will be for a while, but it's great to have you back again. And when we look at what they've got going on, they're already approaching 4,800 subscribers. Now, like I said, they're fairly new to the Superchat family, just being here for the second or third time now. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. And we can see that on this channel, they're bringing all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. Now, I'm going to take one of your latest videos, and I'm going to put this into... Oh, I might take a different video, actually. Maybe I'll just take your live stream replay. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. And then I set my notification for your premiere for Kenya here. And what I'm recommending for everybody is to set notifications for everything that we see. And that includes premieres and live streams, whether or not you think you can make it while they run, just so that we're sending an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. I've done a lot of experimenting with those. I insist that they work, so we're encouraging everybody to hit notifications for everything that you see now. Thank you, Mountain Grandma. And then let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. I'm looking forward, like I said, to getting to know Burundian Traveler. And when we look at Jamie Hart, it's been a little while. They've been on the wheel. Mountain Grandma, we've still got you on the wheel. We will look at your channel, even though you got to go right now, so thank you for that. When we look at Jamie Hart, we see a creator that brings us a ton of variety, and I'm sure she enjoys me trying to read through her banner as much as I enjoy trying to do it. But you can see that this creator brings us horror, Twin Peaks movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and she happens to be a cat lover. So tons of variety from Jamie Hart, but she's somebody who brings fun everywhere that she goes into our Super Chat live streams as well, which I appreciate greatly. She's obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm hoping everybody will connect with her. We'd love to push Jamie Hart towards the 500 subscribers that we know that she's thinking about, and see that community tab pop up. And then thank you, Mountain Grandma. Yeah, it's no problem. I am going to put your channel up briefly, like I said. Once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel. That's basically the thing. And I'm just going to grab this latest live stream replay from Jamie Hart and put that in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to catch up with her with and stay caught up. I run a lot more videos than I watch, especially when they're live stream replays like this, but I will be able to at least run that, if not watch it, within the next couple of days. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. I'm just going to get the link for Wolfsbear Productions premiere. Anybody can hop over there anytime. The live chat is already running, of course. Mountain Grandma's coming up right now. We'll see what they got going on their channel for today. They've been with us before. I'm sure I'm behind with them. They've got 673 subscribers. Just going to grab your latest amazing cheesy bacon and sausage potato soup. I'm going to put that in my ketchup list. That's unique. I haven't seen that before, and I'll get a chance to have a look at another piece of content from these creators. And empty nesters living in northern Arizona who strive for self-sufficiency, and then they hope to move again soon, but they are doing as much as they can on their 1 acre that they've got right now. So obviously we've got a lot to learn from these creators. Now it's interesting because one of the things I'm a big fan of in life is constraints. There's a very different dynamic, I'm sure, between a homesteading channel that will be situated on 10 acres than there is on a homesteading channel situated on 1 acre, as we can imagine. And then we have other creators in the Superchat family that want to help us with homesteading type activities that are on even smaller areas, which is kind of cool. Homestead Where You Are is a channel that comes to mind from Janet, where they literally want to inspire us to engage in homesteading activities. We've got a dear friend, Hope Bus, from about a half an hour away from where we are here in southern Ontario, Canada, close to Niagara Falls, who literally handed us, me and Kristen, a tomato and a basil plant and said, here, you got to start growing stuff, like, and not only encouraging us to do it, but kind of pushing us to get it done. And it's wonderful when we build friendships and have other people inspiring us in that way. So there's Mountain Grandma right now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. RV Adventures with Randy and Tina. It's good to see you in the house. So thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. We'll make sure we get you on right away. I've got time to put a couple more channels up if we would like before we go over to Wolfsbear Productions. I already dropped the link for their premiere. It's coming up in another 10 minutes or so, and we will be able to meet more friends and family members the same way we do here when we get over there. So Hyper Blitz has got some new content. They're really posting just about every single day. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind with them. Hyper Blitz is here with us just about every single day since finding us not too long ago. So I really do appreciate that extra support. Yes, First Floor Audio. Lots of creators end up doing that, actually, because I say, and that's one of my favorite types of comedy, actually, when you see that in movies and things. Airplane is one of my favorite movies of all time, and they do a lot of that where they take things literally and it becomes very humorous. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Hyper Blitz. We know the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever these days, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, we see channels hitting different milestones like the first 100 all the time. So we want to get Hyper Blitz towards that milestone, certainly up and maybe even over the 40 subscribers that they're thinking of right now. So let's spin the wheel just for fun. We'll get First Floor Audio on the screen, and again, I'll give a last call if anybody's still listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen. Just please be active in the chat. You can literally say anything at all if you'd like to, and I'll get you onto the wheel right away. If our RV Adventures with Randy and Tina are still with us. I know some creators come in and they stay for a long time. Some come in and just see what we're doing and maybe visit us again. But if you're still here, just say anything at all in the chat. I'll put your channel up on the screen. We'll introduce ourselves to it. In the meantime, we're looking at First Floor Audio. The other thing I'll do is I'll make a last call. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So when we look at First Floor Audio, more than anything else, what they want to do is create music while they stream. We can interact with them and influence them as well. They've done a ton of performing, as a matter of fact, and when we look at this channel, we see a lot of compelling live streams. What I mean by that is engaging conversation with other creators, some familiar faces joining up there as well. I'm going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list. You know I'm going to run that in the next couple of days. We get some watch hours happening for this channel. They're approaching 600 subscribers. And then First Floor Audio, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got a lot of their music on the front of their page, or yes, here it is. So popular tracks, they've got a lot of their stuff here. And then as well, they've chopped up some of their content into some playlists here so that we can really get an idea of some of the things that they're doing. When I talk about them doing a live stream where they create while we interact with them, we see that in the first playlist right here that they recently updated, which is kind of cool, so we can get an idea of what they're doing. I'm just going to spin the wheel for fun, but we've got RV Adventures with Randy and Tina. That'll be the last channel that we look at for today. They're brand new to Superchat, and I'm going to drop the link one more time for the raid we're going to go and do. Oh, Wellness with Tammy's still here. I'm just going to put your channel up as well. We got time for that last channel. And there's the link for the raid. We're going to go over to Wolf Spirit Productions. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give them a thumbs up on the way in. We'll look at Wellness with Tammy in a moment, but right now we're going to see a brand new channel. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take the latest video from RV Adventures with Randy and Tina. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will do is allow me, after the live stream today, to go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here 4 days a week, usually Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and one extra day of the week. We move the times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. My pleasure, First Floor Audio, having your channel up, and Wellness with Tammy will be the last channel that we will look at for today. They've been with us many times before. They've got 36 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 40 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to put their latest video into my catch-up list, and we'll see that they want to motivate us. And let me have a look at their about page. Certified Life Coach is here to empower adult children of alcoholics to break free and discover threats and opportunities for achieving a life of wellness in body, mind, and spirit. I think we can all take some inspiration from this channel. So hopefully everybody has done well today meeting new friends and family members, but we've got lots more opportunity over there with Wolf Spirit Productions. I hope you'll join us for the raid. The link has already been dropped. I'll put it one more time just as we're about to end, but I'll leave this live stream running for 3 more minutes so we can clean up our connections here as well. And then we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.